welcome to Seen Through Glass, and yes, another video about Ferraris on my channel. So I've made no attempt to hide my love of Ferraris on the Seen Through Glass YouTube channel. I've been obsessed with these cars ever since I can remember. I'd have posters of them on my wall. They were the cars that I dreamed of one day owning. So when Simon Furlonger gave me a call and said, would I like to come down to his Kent dealership showroom and just talk about Ferraris and look at Ferraris, it seemed like way too good an opportunity to turn down. We are in a Ferrari F430 16M. The roof is down and we have a clear road in front of us. Today is a ridiculously good day. So, as you can see from my very trendy hat, I have loved Ferraris for all of my life. It probably started through motorsport and through Formula 1, but road cars as well. I've always loved the prancing horse. And cars like this, limited edition, lightweight, loud, cars have just always got my blood racing. And I just thought one day I've got to own one of these cars. It's just an addiction, I think. And of course there are many other cars in the world that I would buy, but Ferrari's like my big goal. But prices are getting a little crazy. So over recent years you've probably noticed that sort of true classic Ferraris have been selling for tens of millions of dollars at auctions. And I think people, collectors, enthusiasts, are trying to think of what the next cars, the next Ferrari that could be getting these kind of crazy premiums might be. So modern sort of classics, or what people think of modern classics, like the Challenge Stradale, the Scud, this, the 16M, are getting crazy premiums. I can understand why. And it makes sense. I mean, I would pay so much money to have a car like this. It's a limited edition car. It sounds good, it looks good, you get everything to do with it. And why wouldn't this be worth 10 million in 40 years? But it does mean that the prices are getting a little bit mad. So a car like this, which I have to say is a stupidly nicely spec'd car, is going for about 350 grand. But I've seen 16Ms for more than that, 400 grand. 400 grand! You can buy an amazing house for that. And so for someone like me, who is a gypsy, the thought of somehow getting 400 grand to spend on a 16M is just depressing. It is just depressing. That noise is so addictive. If I had this car, I'd be running at like 4 mpg daily, because I'd just be literally in second and third gear, causing havoc with my exhaust. But there's something about being sat in a Ferrari that for me just gets me way too overexcited. It's the dials, it's the prancing horse on the steering wheel, the paddles in carbon fibre. A nice long open road here and lots of traffic, which is fantastic, but still, it's great. Even going, we're going 40 miles an hour right now, we have nothing above us, we're in a convertible, I've got the soundtrack, and I've got all of the atmosphere and excitement of driving a Ferrari. Oh, I don't know how you can deny this from your life. So the 16M, unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodbye to. at least for today, and I can just continue to pray that one day I can afford one. I'll miss you, 16M. I have to say that I'm quite glad I bought my hat. I would have got bad sunburn today. So if, like me, you can't afford the 350 grand Ferrari 430 16M, but you still crave a Ferrari on your life and potentially want to make some money, I have the next best option. Check this out.
So this right here is a Ferrari 308 GT4. Perhaps not the most iconic or best-selling Ferrari of all time, but it is still a classic Ferrari. And 2 years ago, you could have bought one of these cars for 30 grand, and now it's worth 75.
What I want to find out is, if you go and you buy a car like this, do you still have the same experience? Do you still get that Ferrari sensation that I got from driving a 16M? And obviously the performance is way off, but the emotional side of things, do you still get that in a car like this? Because if you do, and you can make 40 grand, we should all be buying Ferraris right now. So let's jump in and find out. Now, I don't drive that many classic cars, let alone classic Ferraris. We've literally just driven it from Simon Furlonger's dealership. It sounds really good. Slightly interesting dogleg gearbox, which we're going to have to get used to. But yeah, let's give it a go, I suppose. Where should we be going? Left? Right, okay. Oh. Here he is. Oh. It's actually got some pace to it already. It's definitely a different experience to the 16M seconds ago, but you know what? It actually feels like it wants to go. It actually feels quite speedy. I thought it was going to feel a bit sort of sluggish and old, but it's lively. Weird seating position, but as I said, I've got a prancing horse, which has got to be, and it sounds good. It does really sound good. Come on, guys, this is actually good. Actually enjoyable. When the guys at Simon Furlonger suggested that I take this car out, I was like, come on, is that even a Ferrari? Is it really? But it is. It is. I still feel the childish excitement that I do with any Ferrari. And this could be yours. Well, yeah, this could be yours for 70 grand. It's not exactly the best selling point, but if you bought this for 30 grand and then sold it for 70, you'd be like, I have nailed life. I have accomplished. I am the Leonardo DiCaprio of car sales. I just think, the question is, are you then only buying it for money? I don't know. I don't know. Because if I'd lived with this car for 2 years, I think I'd have some fun. Of course, you're not going to daily it. I'd have to run it alongside something else. But for the odd Sunday blast, I think you'd enjoy yourself. Very nice dials as well. Small thing, but important. I think it sounds good. Guys, we all need to buy Ferraris. It is just a fact. You need to go out, find every single penny you've got, go to some kind of Ferrari specialist like Simon's, and just get any Ferrari that you can afford. Because at this moment in time, you will make money, and no matter which Ferrari you get, you're going to have a wicked time. A wicked time. What an insane day it has been today down here at Simon Furlonger, driving two very different but very exciting Ferraris. I genuinely loved that GT4 experience. Yes, I would still pick the 16M every time because
for me, that is the kind of Ferrari I want. But the fact that you could potentially own a car like the GT4, a Ferrari, still have that Ferrari experience and make money. You're basically getting paid to own a Ferrari. That is the proposition that's in front of us. And to me, that means that we should all be getting out there, finding any money that we can find down the back of the sofa, robbing our grannies to go out there and buy Ferraris. And any Ferrari you can afford, whether that is the 16M, whether it is the GT4, whether it's a 360, like a standard 360, just do it. I'm preaching to myself. Why have I not done it? I need to call my financing guy.
Hi Sam, you okay?
Tim, I need your help.
No, not again. What are you doing now?
I'm down at Simon Furlonger and I'm stood next to a 16M, a 430 16M, and I want to know how I can buy it.
Okay, so 16M 2009, £350,000.
That's what they're telling me. But that's before a deal, wink wink. Let's assume I can find 100 grand down the back of my sofa. What are the monthly payments?
Okay, if we went to 100 grand, we'd do it on interest only, and I can get the, just thinking about it now, £12.97 a month for you.
Still quite expensive, but more affordable than 350 grand.
I look forward to the proposal.
Yeah, cheers mate, bye.
Bye.
Okay, well, yeah, it's still expensive, but there are ways to buy these cars, and I do genuinely think that they need to be bought. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and make sure you're subscribed for plenty more videos to come. What car would you buy for £1 million? Price?
1.7.
Give me a mega deal.
Oh, F-Type! F-Type! It's the S though. What a gypsy.
Although, didn't they say that was the better car?
Yeah.